I know y'all were waiting for it. It's discussion time. Oh, yes. And I wonder if you know what this means. Ibrahim, welcome. Again, sorry, apologies if I can't pronounce names correctly. I'm trying. Okay, let me check who asked because I know there was someone who specifically said they want me to discuss the change issues in one of my comments recently, or just someone commented it. Royal Boom, right? You guys ready for this? Gammer, welcome. Pyrofan, welcome. We're just discussing issues, so we're gonna have this. The game's gonna be open, but we're gonna talk for a little bit. We might play a couple matches. We'll see. You guys ready for this discussion? Let's get a few more people in here. Let me talk to some people I know. See what I can do. Y'all gotta be ready for this though, because we're about to talk like nobody's business. The new news about the tech tree. I did. Yeah, let's share this to the Discord. Let's get as many people because we're doing. It's not a debate, but we do need as many people as possible to learn about what we're talking about. Let me share this to the Discord. All right. They know. You know that I know that they know. I think we're about ready to begin. Like, actually getting into this stuff. Alright. Let's start talking now, guys. Did you get some lag spikes to like 500 ping for no reason? I have got those often, actually. Yeah, I put it in the War Thunder mobile, the official one. I dropped it in the official Discord. You can talk about the A1H has ruined top tier planes. I had no idea, honestly. I haven't played aviation in a while. All right. Let's start the discussion. Firstly, we're going to have to talk about, of course, naval and the major changes that they've done. And I need you guys to help explain some of this to me because there are some parts that I don't completely understand. So, what they stated here was that changing it from the current way that it is to a tech tree is better because then instead of having to get like 25 levels to get one missile ship, you can just do 6 or 7 ships and then you get one. Could we put the Discord, please? What do you mean? Hello, everybody. Welcome. What do you mean, Ibrahim? Put the Discord. What do you mean by that? Yeah, so they're simplifying this, right? Instead of having to go through everything else, you just research a little bit and then you get the top tier stuff. I don't find that to be the problem. The following stuff is the problem. Blueprints. Well, that's not the blueprints part. Let's go here. Blueprints. Nobody likes this. As far as I've seen on the Discord today for War Thunder Mobile, everybody's upset about this. Yes, there's a Discord server for War Thunder Mobile. If I need to share it to you guys, I can. Here. You just go to in-game, you go to your account, you press your account, you go to communities, Discord's right there. You tap on it, you go into the Discord. Blueprints. Right? For some reason, nobody likes these. And I understand why. My question for you guys is why was it not a problem for aviation? There's the link to the War Thunder mobile Discord if you guys need it, by the way. Or at least I believe that's the right link. Right? Let me check. Yeah, that's right. Okay, don't worry about that then. They should do it kind of like tanks and you can get from the chest. I do like how it's been right now. Like how it is, you know, where if you go to naval, you spin a couple of times and you get it, right? Guaranteed. At 40, you get it for sure. Then, you know, it's not that bad. The thing is, with blueprints, like in aviation, to actually get the thing, you have to open as many of the medium ones as possible. And even if you open 60, it is not guaranteed that you get it. Like you can see here, I got 700 pieces or 700 blueprints for the A1H, and I didn't get the full thing. Whereas if I opened 60 for ground, it would have been guaranteed that I got it. I don't know. I don't know why. And then I would have to open another multiple of them if I want to get the plane, which is, again, it's a large issue. It does take forever. That's a big problem. Let me get my daily ones for today. Guys, which ones of these should I get? What do you think? 12 to 20 for tier 6 and above. I know, it's awful. It makes getting, like, leveling up and advancing is so slow because of it. It's really difficult. I don't appreciate it. They really should change this, you know. Next, after this, we have the next. Okay, we do have. Hold on, we do have the next problem. Let's check what the next problem is. Blueprints. They're basically saying you can get it like this. Purchase 6 times a day for and any time for the Golden Eagles. What? Yeah, but like it gets increasingly more expensive, so it's it's not good. JUGG? What? Which one's that? 10 prints on the Yak U9T is nothing. Exactly. How am I supposed to live with this? Because then I have to wait 100 days to get it. It's terrible. So even saying that you can get it 6 times a day, well, yeah, but it's at like a lot higher of a price each time. You got to be grinding the game constantly if you want to get more. Seasonal trophies, the trophies themselves, like the vehicles themselves are fine. It's just they should go back to the way that it was. I don't appreciate this new system. I don't like it. It doesn't work for me. I don't know. Seasonal trophies, I don't know if this changed too much. Premium ships, I saw some people have issues with this one. Months or years for one aircraft. Yeah. It's not good. It's not good. Starting May 5th, 2025, the cost of premium ships that can be purchased with Golden Eagles will be increased. Now, when people heard about this, there was a wave of people that were super upset when I explained this to them. But you guys have to remember, that means we're getting Golden Eagles for playing that platoon, or ship. Same as how in aviation, you play a match with a premium vehicle, and then you get a little bit of gold. Replace blueprint with chests, always available. Yeah, I do, like I said, I think they should stick with the system now. I don't see why changing is really something they need to do. Bonita Creek, hello. Welcome. Next problem here. Someone told me that they're going to remove some ships. New vehicles, we know about this. I'm really excited for Hood. This is like the only thing about this that I'm excited for. Like the tech tree itself is fine. Blueprints is an issue. Hood, very cool. Sister ships, that's, fine. So they can actually fill out a tech tree. Here it is. Somewhere here. All ships and submarines purchased before moving to the new meta will remain in your account. Makes perfect sense. That's how they're going to do it for ground, I assume, as well. Common vehicles upgrade to premium will remain in your hangar in premium version in their respective branch and will gain the ability to earn golden eagles. That is good. That's good. That means right now, if you can, do purchase a ship for gold. There's going to be an upcoming golden sale, though, so maybe you shouldn't. I don't know. I hope original premium tanks will get GE awards. I do hope so, too. We're going to have to wait and see, though. Some vehicles from previous season's trophies will remain in your account as collectible non-premium vehicles and will not be available for obtaining in the near future or become available through blueprints. That is a big problem. So if you have the L3, which, you know, this they displayed a little bit differently because that's definitely a premium. But I'm saying if you have something like the L3 ship, if you have, like, I don't know, USS Des Moines, something like that, it might no longer be accessible to get it in game, and they might just make it a premium. Like, you might not be able to get it if you don't have it right now. They'll add new tier 8 research trajectory to planes, maybe. I expect that to be soon, but I don't know how soon. We'll see. I mean, Cartel X Beast, they did say in the next update that we were going to get the naval tech tree beta, so we're gonna see. For tanks, I don't expect that to be until the anniversary update at the earliest, and then I still expect it to be like later in fall when that happens. And then of course they'd say it's in beta, and then we'd actually get it quote unquote fully released maybe at Christmas time or the holidays, you know. Trophy ships are neutered, more or less. They do remove some of them, which is a big problem. Vehicles you receive from seasonal trophies and historical trophies, except for those that will become collectible, will remain in your account in premium version and will gain the ability to earn golden eagles. Which is okay, but still, I don't see why they're removing the ability to get some ships altogether. Content of the branches, the cost, reward rates, ranks, some vehicle design features, camouflages, trophy content, and ways to obtain blueprints may be changed. They really should just remove blueprints from this because I feel like it overcomplicates things. British aviation would be cool, yes. Jets first before tank tech trees, I believe that will happen as well. Blueprint stuff should be like rare with the rewards you get from using them. Yeah, they're overdoing it here with like, the problem is I see how this went for War Robots when they started adding the workshop, which is kind of similar to what this is, where you like slowly build up pieces over time. It's not so much an issue when you're really focused on one thing, but it took like an extremely long time to build one thing. I think you could get, because you needed 10,000 pieces to actually build something, and you could at maximum get 36 a day, or I don't know, something like that. It was awful. It's not good. Because then it takes a whole month just to get one, and that's like basically the same as War Thunder Mobile if you're not even going for one of the higher planes. Who even buy 10? Yeah, like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, I'd be okay with spending 1,000 or 11,000 to get parts of something, but I'm not gonna drop 300,000 to get 10 blueprints of something. We're not getting realistic anytime soon. Hopefully, one day. I could imagine it happens like 3 years from now or something like that. It'd be a long way off. Alright. So, you guys, here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to play a match. And while I'm playing a match, you guys can continue to ask questions about, like, what do you think about this? My opinions on whatever. And I'll answer them to the best of my ability. But I was told I will bring this up because someone mentioned it on the Discord. Before I was a content creator, I used to be like, oh, I'm so sad because I couldn't get the C2A1, which is my favorite tank, this one. Because it was, it was in the Leopard 2AV platoon that was only for platinum. To whoever that was, because I'm not going to, drop names. I don't want people to feel ousted for what I'm saying here. I still feel like the premium or the rare vehicles are too expensive. I don't I don't think you should be able to purchase 4 vehicles for the same cost of getting a AAA game. That just feels like too much to me. Now, I can't control that. Gaijin is going to do what they want. It's just personally, if I was building this game, I wouldn't have gone that far. It feels like too much for me. Then I completely understand why people don't feel like they want to buy that stuff, because it is so expensive. We would already have the Leopard 2A6V and the F-18 before realistic. Yeah, probably. It is very clear that the highest rank is going to be rank 12. So at max, that's what we're going to get. Again, if you guys have any questions about my opinions on new aspects of the game or anything, please do ask them now. Regional pricing, though, they removed it. That does sound really harsh. I don't think they should have removed regional pricing, to be honest. It makes sense to have the items cost like the same equivalent amount for everyone instead of having it all cost much higher. I have not tried Delta Force. I've seen Carrots played Delta Force. I've seen a couple other War Thunder mobile content creators try Delta Force. I'm just not great with first-person shooters. I'm better at tanks because they're slower, they're chunkier, they're very predictable. Whereas fast-paced first-person shooters are not my forte. I'm not skilled in that regard so much. I did do Pixel Gun 3D for a while, but that doesn't exactly mean that I'm great at it, I might try it after my SHT, which is very soon. Honestly, I don't think there will be a video tomorrow because I gotta study for that. Or Saturday, because that's when I'm actually taking it. Who is over here? Who? Ew, why do I have... Oh. Why do I have auto zoom on? Okay, hold on. No, I can't move. Oh, this is awful. See, guys, this is why you don't let other people mess with your settings. I hate auto zoom. It's awful. Why would you do that? Fixed armor piercing penetrator indicator, yes. Auto zoom, no. Crew healing, whatever. There we go. Okay, I'm actually ready now to wreck house. Awful hit. Right out the gate. Tanks are chunkier. Yeah, they are. And they're more predictable. You won't randomly see someone move in a way that you don't expect because tanks can't exactly, dive out of the way. Or anything ridiculous like that. Like that guy, he couldn't have backed up in time. Right? It's much better. I get it. It just makes sense to me. I just think that the naval changes are maybe too much, too quick. Introducing blueprint, as an idea, introducing ships for blueprints, just the idea of it would have been fine. But switching immediately to be okay, we're going to beta this, everyone's going to try it. They could have gone with closed beta instead, honestly. And they would have got, all the information they needed. Also, the vehicle callouts being removed under our noses last year, I didn't even remember that. I guess that's how little I paid attention to it, that I just didn't notice. You got the mouse, is it fun to play? I'd say it's pretty fun. Slow, like I said, it's slow, it's chunky, it's predictable. But because of that, it makes it easier when you're playing. You think about it. Object 279 will be a rank 8. I do believe that for sure. It's definitely going to be a rank 8. If it is anything higher, then I don't know what Gaijin is doing. But if it's anything lower, I also don't know what Gaijin is doing, because it doesn't really fit at rank 7. It's almost too good for a rank 7. I mean, they could, but I wouldn't expect them to put it at a rank 7. Okay, we are horribly facing for this guy. But luckily, I'm in a mouse, so I don't get much damage dealt to me. Can I go right under here? No? Alright, stop moving. Can I get that shot in? No, probably not. I'll go for it anyway if I can. Nothing. Alright, well I tried. A brick tank meme tank. It is. Tier 8 is fine since it's 9.0. I know. That's why I'd say I'd expect it to be at 9.0. Again, if it was any higher or if it was any lower, then I would be like, what are they doing? Like how I feel with the whole situation regarding, what's it? There's one platoon that I felt was way too high. I mean, they did fix the upcoming platoon that they said they want to put at, what was it? The upcoming platoon they said that they wanted at rank 9 for an event. You know what I'm talking about, guys? The new platoon where they're like, oh, we're gonna do this at a rank 9, y'all are gonna be happy about it, and then we're like, no, we're not happy about that. Then they changed it to rank 8. Why didn't you shoot between the cap and the body? Or where are you trying? I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying, guys. I'm just playing, you know? Type 16. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about. They fixed it, thankfully, but I almost didn't expect them to fix it. Moved it down to tier 8. Yeah, that's much better for it, you know? If they just kept it where it was, it wouldn't have been okay. Knock out your cannon. Holy cow, how much does it take to knock out this guy's cannon? There we go. Alright, where can we go through on this thing? Oh, right there? No, I was trolled. Would the mouse be able to kill an IS-3? Probably. At close range, I'd expect it to. At far range, I don't know. Isn't there the vulnerability of the... If angled? Yeah, right. Very true. If it was angled, then it'd definitely go through. Somehow with AP FSDS, I couldn't pen it. That does not sound good. Yeah, Object 122MT as a standalone would probably be in a rank 8. Same pen as 125i. Do you think that the MiG is way too good compared with the ME and the other planes too, in speed and ammo? For sure. The MiG-15 is not on par with the other planes that's going up against when you're playing for a little bit in the aviation. MiGs, like, they can outrun everything. In fact, if you're playing the bomber and there's only one fighter and it is a MiG, you basically know you're dead. If they know how to actually shoot you down. However, crazy idea, if they're playing the other ones, like if they're playing the Messerschmitt 262, you're cooked. They'll fly away and you won't be able to catch up to them. AMX-50, I can't pen with anything from the front, and I've used actual missiles against it. Ugh, that's no good. When do you think we'll get jets in aviation? I'd expect it to be at the anniversary update. Could have got the Sabre, but ME-262. Is the Sabre and the MiG-15 on par with each other? I'm not exactly sure. Sir Bias, 1950, Foch. That's a good question to be asking. I assume they're talking about the Sir Bias. And of course, I'm pronouncing it Sir Bias because I don't know how to actually pronounce French. Meteor's good. Yes, the Meteor's fine. I made a suggestion about which plane spawn points on War Thunder mobile Discord, which actually could fix the issue. That's good. Self-propelled gun, so the Foch. Right. That's odd. I feel like the Foch should be able to pen stuff. This platoon. I suppose this platoon could be at rank 8. It wouldn't perform exactly, like, amazingly well. But it could perform. Chieftain is really, really difficult. I don't appreciate how difficult this APDS is. The APDS on the Chieftain Mark III and the Conqueror, for how I use it, it doesn't work half the time it does. The spalling isn't great. If you know where to shoot, it's good. If you don't, you're not going to get a kill. I feel like the Chieftain is fine. Object could be at rank 8, but I'm glad it's not. They need to fix tier 7? Definitely. There's so many... Look at this. The amount of event vehicles that are at rank 7, opposed to there just being 3 researchable platoons at rank 7. T-54, M47, and Leopard. Those are the only 3. And then we got a plethora. So much that it's pushing into the rank 8 area of rank 7 platoons that are from events. Leopard 1 good for flanking, yes. Its high mobility allows it to easily flank. British APDS, definitely. We need more up-tier platoons. We do. I feel like we could probably squeeze in a couple premiums. I know they're going to do it. They were going to do it eventually. We were going to get a rank 10 premium platoon sooner or later. Just going to have to wait and see. Tier 1 and 2 are worst? Why? What's so bad about Tier 1 and 2? Please explain. Pay to win, basically. More or less. It's more or less how we got it. RBT5. I feel so sad for this thing. Because frontally, this thing doesn't penetrate much. Like, it's not going to penetrate most of a M4. It's not going to penetrate most of a T-34 if it can. And, it penetrates a Panzer IV, but not super easily. CO Clubbers, yeah, that does make rank 1 and 2 easy, or difficult. KV2, yeah, that's very true. KV2 makes rank 1 very difficult. I mean, it was a fairly cheap premium, if I remember correctly. KV2 and Calliope, or Calliope. I don't know how you guys want me to pronounce it, but y'all get angry every time I try. Every time. It's a meme tank. It is. And that's... The RBT5 is a meme tank, and that's fine with it. I don't have any issue against KV2 or Calliope. That's fine. Personally, I love the... I'm not going to say this again, because a lot of people freaked out when I said it, but this platoon. I love this one. It's really fun. I think it's 990. That's not awful. Abril. Is that your name? Abriel? Why not? Why not? Why this platoon is great. It's a one shot on everything. Even when we had the Tiger at rank 3, which most of you probably weren't even here for. Incredible. Any problems with T14? I feel like the T14, well, if you're using the RBT5, yes, you're going to have a lot of problems with the T14. T14 itself isn't too bad because the obvious weak spot in the hull, but if it's angled, it becomes a nightmare. Striker, yeah, what's up? Problem of the Calliope is the T1E1 being tier 1 lower than M60 or M641. I had a very long conversation with one of the guys on the Discord about the T1E1, and they said it's better than the M60, but it's at a lower rank, and it doesn't make sense. Is that correct? Is it better than the M6A1? Reverse T1E1 cleans house. I experienced the Tiger Massacre at tier 3. See? You know what I'm talking about. Dicker Max is the only good tank. Yeah. The other ones aren't great in that platoon. Problem I had with tier 7 to 8, the premiums were just so over the top compared to research tanks. Yeah. I feel like it's true for most of them. Especially the Merkavas. The Merkavas are very difficult to deal with. Striker wants the Object 122 MT. One day, it'll happen. You'll get it. Under breach turret ring place is a weak spot for T14. Gotcha. T1E1 is above 5.0? Really? It really should be at rank 3 then. Odd. I had no idea. Can drive backwards and make a nightmare to face just like an IS-2. Yeah. I see that now. I see it now. Really fun when you have every platoon though. It is. I will go back and I will play this platoon. Not that one. This one. From time to time. I enjoy it. It's great. Problem with rank 7. Rank 7. There are so many platoons here that will absolutely wreck you if you're in any of the resurgible ones. Need to play a tier 1 platoon in like tier 6? That sounds awful. Because these things have so much armor. Maybe not all of them. Like, the Rakuten Automat doesn't have crazy amounts of armor. But like the IS-6 Mouse, if you go up against any of those, you're done. I think it's also time they start to add more low-tier normal tanks, not event. Yes. Here's what I'm thinking on that. I have a heavy inclination that when they go to add the tank tech tree, they're going to add more vehicles in a lower tier. Similar to how they did for, what was it? The new naval stuff. If they're adding sister ships, so it's, you can actually get a full tech tree. I think they're going to add earlier tanks like the M22. I mean, we already have the RBT5, so clearly they can reach into lower ranks if they want to, but it's just a question of will they, and I do think they will. Play the PZH 2000? Maybe. We'll see. Guys, the main point of this is discussion. Who plays naval? Apparently a lot of people, because the Discord was so very vocal about not enjoying the new changes. A lot of people were upset. I don't know. We'll wait to discuss air later. We can discuss it now if you guys want. Chieftain Mark III, you have 280mm turret armor. Yeah, that's a nightmare for any of the standard tanks if they don't have heat. M60A1 AOS was awful. Yeah. B-Can is going to be broken. We'll see. I don't know much about how the B-Can will perform already, but with how rank 7 is right now, I can't imagine it's going to fix anything, We already got so many heat slingers. Like this poor Leopard. He doesn't know what's about to hit him if he gets back in my sights. The object is going to be a problem here. Or maybe not. Never mind. This thing already is an issue. M60A1 is fun. The M60A2 is fun. I don't know if I'd say the M60A1 is particularly enjoyable. Conway Pen 502 at rank 6. I thought it was 488. Good for learning tier 8. I suppose so. But I don't exactly want to be learning tier 8 at this early. I'm not ready for so much change, guys. This thing is broken. Kind of. I mean, it's gonna be. but it's also massive. So you know, artillery isn't the best thing for when this, you know, when you're on the battlefield. I'm overextending way too much. Oh, please let me get a shot in on that PZH. I overextended and the leopard got me. I gotta move quickly if I want to survive. Alright, let's talk. Let's look at chat. 2 keys short of getting the Object 140 in the jackpot, so I spent $10 to get the 2 keys. It was worth it. It is a really good vehicle. PT 7657 is crazy expensive in PC. Okay. I'm glad I can kill that thing easily here. Who took out my gun? What? Didn't even realize. And a crew member? Holy cow. Someone put artillery on me? I didn't even know. At least I have Vidar. Vidar is good. Wish I got the PZH 2000. You can get it soon. Problems with air. Probably the lack of any jets is the largest issue a lot of people think. Blueprints and A1H are also large issues with air. Because the A1H has no right being this good this early. Because it is almost too good as it stands right now. Can I get this guy from here? Maybe. But it's a very slim maybe. How do I squeeze the shell through this gap? Perfect. Man, I love high explosive. I'll hope at least we get cast. We'll see. I want PZH, but I have Vidar. Worst part about War Thunder Mobile? Probably the grind after we get blueprints implemented to ground. If they dare do that. I mean, if they... Look, here's my idea. If they're going to implement blueprints for sure, at least do that for like platinum platoons. So players can still get those vehicles. No one is attacking the anti-air? No? What? Yeah, we're fine. We don't need to worry about that too much. ME-262 with the 50 could be the first jet. I wouldn't mind if it was. I'd be down with that. If they dare do that, shall we boycott? I don't... Look, if they did implement platinum platoons to get with blueprints, and like they kept it how it is, it's 10 blueprints a day. Sure, the people who actually bought the stuff with platinum are going to be upset because, you know, now you can get it for free. But it's going to take you a very long time. And I'm not saying they throw it in the crates. Like, legitimately, you have to research it alone, buy blueprints to get it, and then, of course, you have to buy it. I feel like that's equally fair. You could do that and get a platoon instead of having to wait the entire time of, like, waiting for some seasonal offer to come back to get it. I see this as an absolute win. Doge, do you believe they will reduce the XP needed for planes on jet update or need to grind 50k XP for only a plane? I think they're going to level out, or not level out, how do I put this? How we have aviation right now, similar to how they had ground, I think, for a while. The highest platoons are going to be roughly 2 million, right? And then as we get more and more platoons, they make the prices of the ones behind it like lower, but the top one's always like 2 million. I think they're going to do the same, hopefully, we'll see, where in aviation they'll make the jets like 1 million something, and then the props, they go down a little bit, and then we get more jets, and then the props go down a little bit. So it becomes, you know, a decent bit easier for the grind in this economy. Because in this current game, if you do not play a lot, I mean a lot, like I know I can get 1 million in one day with boost, with using a premium platoon, if I play for 6 hours straight. That seems like a lot just to get 1 million, okay? Yellow Submarine replied to the angry people on Discord. I did not see that. Let me check that out. I'm using my other phone to check, because if if I did on the stream, I'd be a little bit worried. Dear Commanders, in the upcoming May major update, the Type 16... No, I don't think that's what it was. Oh. Okay. We did get some replies. Okay. Ooh. Seems like a somewhat likely explanation. Okay. Here's what has been said, and I can't read all the comments while I have Discord open. Sorry, I can't read the YouTube comments while I have Discord open, but I'll get back to you guys in a moment. Pyrofan, see you later. When naval match takes 10 minutes. Right. Makes it really difficult. We'll see. Even Jaltros is replying. All right, let's read this. Yellow Submarine at 7:18 p.m. local time for me. Okay, please explain me. That's not exactly proper grammar, but we're going to go past that. You don't like blueprints because you think it is too long to get vehicles. Now you can get vehicles for free, even from big trophies. You just need to buy some, up to 300 blueprints from in-game shop for silver. Yes, you don't get a whole vehicle at once, but you can get 2 vehicles for free. A week or a month later, but it is possible now. Don't you see it? Okay. If it is a high rank platoon, or not platoon, well, eventually if it's grounded and they do it like this, platoon, or if it's a jet, like currently, if you're not there for that event, then you have to research all of it, right? And that takes 100 days. That's taking 3 months to get one plane. If you were there for the event, and like how I did, let me use this as an example so you guys get a visual after I collect this. Like how I did, right? You get 700 parts for the A1H, for example. You still have to go out of your way for a month to get it. After that event's over, you can't start researching into the next newest stuff. That just doesn't seem right. Why are you making this take forever? Like, instead of how it is right now. Nils, I'm my head out, but really good. Someone's trying to talk about these problems. Thank you. The guy who wrote that is a Gaijin partner. Well, I'm a Gaijin partner too, and I don't agree with everything they say. Which is okay. Like, we're allowed to have our disagreements, or our own respective opinions, is what I'm trying to say here. But we shouldn't be, forcing our ideas on other people. Jaltros responded to a decent amount about naval. First of all, what they mean is you don't have to grind 25 levels of ships to reach top tier. Play your favorite missile ship. In Tech Tree, you can choose a line and grind to it, which I get. That makes perfect sense to me. Second of all, the issue of research 2 plane to get 1 was recently fixed. Now you only require 1. What? If you use common sense, you'll find the grind is faster in Tech Tree 10 times into the current setup where you are forced to play random ships or different countries. That's just talking about Tech Trees. That's not really my concern. Nowhere does it say they will remove from your account if all it says a few ships will lose premium status and become unavailable for some time and come back later in blueprints. So they aren't removing ships from the game, just ones that you don't have. APCR for the Sherman. That sounds like an awful idea. Does the Falcon annoy you? Yes, it definitely does. She said that we should stop spamming because their info already reached the devs. They're gonna keep spamming it until it's changed. I know how this community works. They've done that so many times. They're like, oh yeah, we've talked about this. Like, we get that you guys want it. Like, at the very top of the year, when they said, oh, by the way, we're gonna get a naval tech tree and you're gonna get a ground tech tree. Relentlessly, every single day, someone's like, oh, can we get a ground tech tree, please? I really want a ground tech tree. Give me Object 122 MTMC. You don't even play with it. I do. I played it earlier today. I do play it. I don't play it when I stream all the time. Or I don't make videos on it, but I do play it. They should add premium account to Trophy Chest or Battle Pass. Maybe. Medkit incident? I feel like medkits... I'm not exactly running out of them really. I don't appreciate how they had, like, I get why they split them. These prices look somewhat reasonable to me for, like, lower tiers, but higher tiers, I don't know. Premium or booster? I'm talking about premium. She said we should, yeah, I read that. We should stop spam. We should. Because, you know, they got the idea, right? All right, let's see if Jaltraz, if that's his name, hard to pronounce it, I don't know, has left any more information. System main purpose is to make new players in ship mode be incentivized to play the mode as it doesn't require them to grind. Makes sense. To get to play top tier ships for existing users, if you have ships or that nation grind, continue grinding easily. That seems fine. My only problem is the blueprints. I don't care too much about the tech tree. I'm happy that we're getting a tech tree instead, because I do. If you guys want to see how my naval progress is so far, I don't have anything of rank 5 that isn't a, one from the content creator program that I got. I don't have Iowa. I don't have Bismarck. I really want Bismarck one day. I have Grozny because they had that for sale like 2 years ago for the black market event. It wasn't 2 years ago. The game's not 2 years old. But you guys get my point. I barely have anything. I'll hack Blah Blue and get his account. That is not necessary. Not much difference since they changed the cost. Yeah. That's a big problem. Anyway. Sure, let's do one last match. Which Sherman has APCR? Because apparently the St. Patrick's event, yeah. That's what it was, I think. I don't think the rank 3 Excelsior platoon Firefly does not have APCR, last I checked. Game is barely 1 year old. It is not. It's not. We're having our anniversary in like 2 months. So, like a year and 6 months ago. Something, not 6 months. Year and 8 months ago. Something like that. That's how bad tier 2 is now. Sure. We can try tier 2. Bonita, you sent a request. I'm gonna say no, because it would be really unfair to everyone else if for the last one I did one with you. Common one? Which one then? Gammer, my favorite platoons are the M4 A3 E2 76W, or the Jumbo with the 76mm cannon, and the Leopard 2 AV specifically for the C2A1, because out of all tanks, that is my favorite tank. Should I buy the Firefly platoon? If you want to buy it, I'd wait until the golden sale that's coming up that they announced. But probably not. Still wondering why they didn't do an Easter event. Probably the same reason they didn't do a Ramadan event. Because that is, very religion specific. I get, like, the holidays event isn't really, because it's, in between the time of Christmas, Hanukkah, and New Year's. And Christmas is celebrated outside of, Christian families. Why the Jumbo? Because it has great armor and it has really good gun. I like the 76mm. Favorite platoon? Yeah, I told you. Guys, what was the Sherman with the APCR? Which one is it? Will you buy the STA A3? I don't know why. Andre, you've asked me multiple times to get it, or if I'll get it. I don't know why. I mean, I have a Ho-Ri, right? And I have an STA, like we have the A1. And I don't think it's too much more different than the A3. They're at the same rank. If I got this, why not just go for the Ontos? Tier 3, why? Y'all are upset. Okay. Let's do it. All Sherman has it. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that so many had APCR. Jumbo 76 pretty much bullies tier 4. Yeah, that's why I like using it. Because it rarely dies when I use it. And I need, like, at least 6 kills, easily. APCR as a main round, I'm gonna be so upset when this goes terribly. Because of the Type 60. Okay. Difference between Hori prototype and production. I do not have the slightest idea. Shermans used HVAP in World War II. As they should, you know? That's what they had at the time. Same as how we have that one round for the Abrams on PC or console. That's like the multiple ordnance type. Or it's like a heat round, but it can be high explosive if you need it to be. Or there was another type of round that was similar that could also do like semi-armor piercing high explosive stuff. Totally not Spookston APCR challenge. I didn't know that existed. Guys, I don't watch Spookston. I don't. I've never watched one of his videos fully. Like, I've briefly watched one or two of his videos, maybe, but I've never fully watched one of his videos. What is going on? It's lag on my end, guys. Don't worry about it. It's not... Y'all aren't having issues. Because you're Spookston Mobile. That cannot be true. Because there's like 4 or 5 Spookston Mobiles, guys. Hi. I don't know who this guy is, but good to see you, man. I have watched multiple Spookston videos. Good, good. It's glitching bad. I know, I know. I'm having internet issues. Like I said, it's on my end, not yours. Don't worry about it. 200 ping. Hey, I've had worse. I managed to get a 12 kill match on a 300 ping. Also, I feel like the ping isn't really that accurate because it doesn't feel any different to when the ping is lower. Goodness, can I not even go through this guy normally? Where's your ammunition rack, man? Like right there? No. Goodness. It's awful. Concept. You guys... This was an awful idea. Why'd you recommend this to me? Alright, well, we took out his gunner, so he can't fire back for the moment. Took out his driver. Where's your crew members? Where are these people? Alright, you have an ammo rack like right here, right? Artillery. Okay, I didn't expect that. Bro's blind. No, not. What are you yapping about? Got 999 ping sometimes? Ugh. For oh, high explosive. Right, I was carrying high explosive. But you guys said this was an APCR challenge. Why would I switch to high explosive? This, like, that's specifically going against what you guys told me to use. For the season credits things where you need so many kills in German tank, I use the Tiger H1. Not gonna lie, Shermans panic way too much to shoot on a random place. Yes. All the Shermans will panic when you shoot at them with the Tiger. I wish I had the Super Hellcat. I do not. Alright, let's get who's ever hiding behind this corner over here. But also look over this way because it wasn't quick enough. Which is very rare for a Hellcat because these things are normally very agile. Oh, there you are. Alright, well that guy's gone. Let's circle back to try to help my allies. Why are you using APHE? Because I like APHE. I don't know. APCBC isn't bad. That's what I'm using right now. Packs a good punch for what it is, you know? Alright, this guy's gonna jump out of this corner real quick. Perfect. I don't know if I need to go cap B alone, but I feel like I'm gonna. Not referring to the rapper. I don't know the rapper named Gunna, but I feel like there's a rapper named Gunna, and that's not who I was referring to. Okay, that guy's heavily damaged, but he's still moving, so he's a problem. But I do need to get B. Camo? What? We have to pay gold for the tank skin? For which one? I mean, if you're talking about how when you buy a premium vehicle, you're paying for the camouflage specific, like it feels like you're only paying for the camouflage. That is very incorrect. You're also paying for the SL boost and the experience boost that you're getting from using it. But I can totally understand if it feels like it's nothing much more than just a camouflage. How are you guys having this much problem with an Avenger? Alright, well, let's go take A again, because someone's on A. For the M18. I don't know, man. It's an issue. Yeah, I read that. Speaking of discussion, what about the T90A's APS they mentioned working? Are you referring to how you don't expect it to actually work because at that battle rating in War Thunder, it doesn't really do much? Is that what you were referring to? Okay, well, both of us didn't stop to fire that correctly. Now I get the kill shot. Perfect. Laughing dog. I'm the original, guys. You can't have more than one dog on the battlefield. Alright, those planes didn't know how to properly hit when someone is lower, or they're firing lower than like your lower hull. If they fire at your lower hull, you're not going to survive. I feel like whoever piloting this plane is doing too much. This guy's enjoying the game a little too much. But that's fine. Anyway. M4A4. Ugh. I'm not going to get a clean shot in on this guy probably. Nope. Didn't get the chance. It's fine. Audio's breaking up? Well, yeah, because I'm getting internet issues. What do you expect? Deepler get the 300. You bought it? I think he meant for camos on historical trophy vehicles. Oh. Yeah, it's not... It doesn't need to be that expensive, yet it is. I gooned the... No. Why would you do that? Hey, Jeff. Welcome. T98 uses ECM and same goes for Brenus. Yeah, but like at least the Brenus has a chance using it. Because it's at rank 8 and those missiles will actually be able to, you know, stop it. Or they'll be able to stop other things, you know. Brenus works at rank 8. Tutel, I can't really play because this is the end of the stream. British plane in tier 2 killed the Calliope with 20 mils. Yeah, I think so. Just aiming the rockets. Russian propaganda man? What are you yapping about? T98 wouldn't work at rank 11 really well because most missiles have the capabilities to avoid the counter system that the T90 is using. I believe that is correct. I was having fun with the Leopard 2A4, then I saw you live. Awesome. Ooh, 50. Yay. Now I can open something and get nothing. Great. They got my hopes really high up there, bro. Balling Square. Hello. Epic name. That's my other issue with aviation. They'll troll you like that. They didn't have to do all that. They didn't have to do all that. But they did all that. You know what I'm saying? Up to play, I would be, but I have to go sleep because I have a lot to do tomorrow. DO217 is worthless? Yeah, but if I got it, I would have bought it. Because I have 3 million SL saved up from playing. I would have got it, for sure. I probably wouldn't use it, but I'd get it. What even does it carry? Let me look into this. DO217M1. That camouflage is interesting. Arsenal. Is it just me, or do the torpedoes barely work? Good night. Whoa. Did I say something? I mean, I know I'm done, but we got 10 more minutes. War Thunder gambling is rigged? Definitely. Definitely. Take care, Joseph. It does work? Yeah, well, it's just when I was using it earlier, I know I haven't used aviation torpedoes in a long time, but when I was using it, I was parallel with the ground with the water, flying slow enough that it's gonna work, headed straight for a ship. I dropped the torpedo, and I expected to kill the ship in 20 seconds, right? Because you got to give it a little bit of range. Pull up, check back around. It's headed off far to the right, 50 degrees off, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you controlling yourself? Why? I thought you were gonna go sleep. That's why I said goodnight. I am, just not quite yet. We got 10 minutes more discussion before I go. Gambling nice and at the same time not nice, but I love it. Yeah, that's how they get you. It has a decent payload. This is on par with the B-17, I think. Maybe not on par, but it's okay. It just doesn't have a lot of defense. Turn time is kind of slow, in my opinion. And the assembly price isn't awful for a rank 7. I mean, they're all the same. Yeah. All the same assembly cost. I never even tried the BF-109K4 video idea. We'll try that later on. You are better at bombing targets than using torpedoes. Got it. I'll remember that. B-17 has more and Ju-288 is better. Budget-friendly Ju-288C. Why are you using B-17s? What do you mean 2 B-17s? Yeah, I'm using 2 B... Heck, look at this. Let me grab the B-17E. Boom. 3 B-17s. Like I said, I don't really play aviation, so I just have these here. I don't use them. Real issue here, why do you think even the viewer... What? 10 minutes. What's the real issue actually here? What do you think even the viewer... What do you think? You should check Vlad. What's that? B-17 is fun. I did one video where I used it for everything. Do you think we need an economy change before any major ground tech tree? I don't get what's wrong with blueprint changes. Let me explain to you the blueprint changes, and Imano, I think I'm answering your question in the same time. The problem with blueprints is, look, we'll use aviation for an example because we already have aviation blueprints. If you get 60, you open 60, right, because that's how much you need for blueprints, or is it 50? Somewhere in that range, right? The issue is, even if you open that much, you're not guaranteed to get the plane. Like this, for example, I got the 700 for the A1H. If I got the 700 for the FW190, I would have got it for certain. But I didn't. So now I need 700 more for the FW190. That's a big problem, because now I'm not guaranteed to get it this season, and I have to work for it by opening the blueprints every day. Which, watch this, we're gonna re-roll until we get the A1H90. A1H. See, now we got 12. The thing is, it doesn't give you much more than like maximum 15 per day. Then you're going to have to maybe re-roll multiple times a day to even get it. So now I have to wait 4 more hours until it updates, and then I have to hope that it's there. And if it's not, I have to spend gold to re-roll. It's terrible. Which country am I from? I'm from the States. What's that white German bomber? It starts with H. White German bomber that starts with H. HE219, this one? The HE219 is a decent... It's a bomber, right? No, it's an attack aircraft. You just got to use it for fighting bombers because it's not going to win against fighters. And it has a radar, so that's nice. Do you think the economy needs changes? I do. I do think the economy needs changes. Someone in Discord didn't get any plane with 20 keys. Yeah, that's the other awful side of it, is that we're going to also have that for naval, too. It's going to take forever. Tier 4. Well, yeah, let's check what that is. HE111. It's a decent bomber. I know they definitely used this during World War II. I've seen documentaries with this stuff in it. I'm more interested in the FW200 because I actually have this on console. But if I'll ever get it, I don't know. Heavy fighter, they say. Really? No idea. Night interceptor? Yeah, that's what I thought. Thought it was a night interceptor. An amazing bomber? I'm glad you guys think so. Nobody plays naval. That was what I thought until I saw the amount of people that were extremely upset with Blueprints being in naval on the Discord. Then I realized there's like a decent chunk of the Discord community is naval players, or a bit. And I agree with them. I'm upset with it having Blueprints because, again, we have the chance of completely missing both for an event, and then we have to start the next event trying to get the old one, which eventually you end up out of luck, and then you're multiple events behind trying to get ships from earlier and earlier events while they keep releasing new ones. Thoughts on jets? I'm just hoping that they come out sooner than later. That's my only hope with jets. I mean, they're going to shake things up quite a bit for a little bit. I mean, we got some pretty good prop planes, but until we get more and more jets, they're going to shake things up a bit, and it's going to be a difficult start. Do I have my own Discord server? I do, but that's for like a specific group of people that I know in real life, not everyone. You know, it's not a YouTube channel me Discord server. That bomber with the big bomb in ground battles is dangerous. The thing I was confused about is how we have this rank 1 aircraft that can carry all of these bombs plus a 1,000 pound bomb. Easily deletes any airbase. Cast Balling Square, yeah. More or less. There are people that have 30k games in naval. Yeah, the hardcore naval players. They exist, man. Gamma, it makes perfect sense if you don't want to do that. That's fine. Air-to-air missiles. When we get air-to-air missiles, I wouldn't be surprised if we suddenly also got planes that also... not planes. Like the anti-air that also have missiles. Gunner in bombers is an issue? I don't think so. I think that's fine because it's similar to PC and console. Hopefully we can put any bomber in naval platoon. I hope that is what we get too. When you said planes to custom ground lineups? Oh, y'all are talking with each other. That's fine. Have y'all ever landed on a plane? What? I mean, I almost landed a plane on a ship when I did that one video where I was like, oh, if you want to lose your pontoons while playing one of the seaplanes, you can just crash it into the water, fly back up, and then you lose out of fuel in like 1 minute, but then It's awful. Then you can't fly anywhere and you have to land in the water. Y'all ever landed? Yeah, we got that. The Sturm S is a budget SAM. It is. It is a really good budget SAM. I sometimes will play that platoon specifically to wait all game to play the Sturm as an anti-air missile site. I love it. I want to make ships fly 4 meters in the air. That would sound great, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Tier 2 bomber America can actually land in water. The Catalina, right? Yeah, the Catalina can. They can land in water. I landed the TBD on a B-17. Anything is possible. PBY Catalina, right. Catalina's fine. SAM, I mean, no, I can pronounce it Sam. I just chose to pronounce it SAM because, it's a missile. It's what it is. Surface air missile. So SAM, Can land in water, right? Yeah. Y'all know what's up. Me, not so much. I'm kind of just here. I'm the medium between you guys that discusses stuff with the snail. Catalina is a beauty, for sure. For sure. Guys, the stream is going to end very soon. We got like 2 minutes, so any last words, discussions, bring them up right now. Any last ideas? I might extend it a little bit if it's a great question. Would you like it if we could use our own planes in ground battles? I would love it. I would use... What would I use? I use the B-17 for sure. Maybe not for high tier matches, but for lower ones I would. F7, easily for fighting other planes if we had that as an option. Then if I get the A1H, I'd definitely use that because it's breaking ground right now. Or B7, yeah, I could use the BF-109s for chasing down anything. Any other, no, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of planes. I'd probably use a P-47 or both of them if I could. Try Delta Force? I have not tried Delta Force. AVRE, well, maybe someday. Radar for the anti-air tanks plus having with missiles. That would be a great idea. We need the big German seaplane. Which one is that? What is it? BV... I'm going to get this wrong. It's like the BV-236 or something like that. P-8 spam is going to be... Yeah, that would be awful. You guys got a good point there. P-8 would be terrible. Economy change would be great. Have a great day. Everyone, see you next. Blue Base, thank you. Basically a ship with wings. Yeah. F4U would be good. I need to see the German Sea Bomber. BV-238. I was somewhat close. Yeah. Yak-9T to snipe light tanks from the air. Or the HS-2193. Right? We got the HS... I know we have the HS-2192, but... Oh my goodness, I can't click buttons. I do this for YouTube and I can't do it when I have to. Where is it? Where are you? I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. You know what I'm talking about, guys? Oh my goodness, where is this thing? There it is. Okay, HS-129B2. The B3 definitely would use that. Goodbye and good night, everyone. Andre, thank you. Thank you. Yak-9UT has a 45mm cannon. Really? I know I have something like that. Like this one has a 37mm. Yak-9UT. That's the one? Has 45 millimeter. That's what you said. It does. Oh my goodness. It sounds like a nightmare. I'd love it. That'd be great. Duck, yes. Duck would be good. Duck would be good. All right. We're officially ending the stream here, guys. So I want to thank you all for joining. This was a very short notice stream. I hope you guys feel like it was productive. I felt like it was somewhat productive. And I need to reiterate, I probably won't have another stream or video for the next 3 days because I need to do a lot of studying really shortly. Then I need to take that very important test. And then after that, we'll see. E negative just joined. Well, at least you were here for some part in time. Thank you guys. Good night. Take care. Hydrate. Remember, that's one of the most important things. I didn't hydrate. I had a headache that was awful yesterday and today. Most of today. Actually, y'all don't underestimate the power of not hydrating. It will be awful for you guys. You got to do it. Good luck in the test. Thank you very much, E negative. I'll gladly take it. Cartel XBs, good night. Take care. Y'all, I know a lot of you are in similar time zones to this. Y'all need to get out, go sleep. It's a school day tomorrow, you know? Even if you guys aren't in school, because I know Ibrahim graduated recently from college. But my point is, y'all need sleep. I need sleep. And the stream's basically done. We're going to give it a minute for y'all to clear out. Don't need to listen. 4:20 a.m. Dude. No one's coming tomorrow? All right. Probably. I mean, for Labor Day, we got it off. So, yeah, I don't expect a lot of people to be going to school tomorrow. Draw with my buddy. Sounds good. Sounds good. Y'all take care. May 1st. What is May 1st? I know May 1st is an important date for something. May 1st was today, right? Labor Day, right? What's the next important date? May 4th? May the 4th be with you, right? Because that's the Star Wars day. Right. Yeah. Y'all take care. Good night. Enjoy your upcoming weekend. Guys, gotta get through that last day of school. If you're not going to school, do well at your job. And if you don't have a job and you're unemployed, stop scrolling Instagram for so long and go touch grass, exercise. Come on. You gotta get some work done tomorrow, guys. I'm declaring this on all of us. We're gonna be productive tomorrow, okay? Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next live stream, next video, whatever it ends up being. Okay, Andre, I'll stop saying that word. I'm sorry. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, peace, and enjoy your upcoming weekend.